Plug in some attitude with Sound Toys.
Okay, so we're here with Mitch at the Polyend stand, Superbooth 2024. Hey Mitch, how's it going?
Hey, good. How are you doing?
Good man, good. So what have you got to show for us this year?
We've got a lot of new things to show right now. What's out right now is the Tracker Plus. It is based on our original Tracker, same kind of shell, but it's completely upgraded on the internals, and some of the hardware's changed. Like the jog wheels works a little differently. It's reinforced. We have soft touch buttons, but they're still clicky mechanical buttons, but they have a nice soft touch feel. And then also the USB's been upgraded. It has audio over USB and USB mass storage. So if I go into the config menu, I can go to USB storage and just send that to my computer without ever having to take out the SD card. And then, but the big things it has are additional MIDI and synth tracks. And when I say synths, we also added synth engines. So there's 4 synth engines that you could have found previously in the Play. All the patches are cross-compatible between the two. And then it also adds a new Perk synth instrument. So if I go to the patch editor, and there's all different drums inside of here. I have a kick, a tom, snare, hi-hats, cymbals, and percussion. So 7 drums. There's 8 voices of polyphony for the synth engines. The drum machine only takes up 1 of the voices, but it can use up to 5 drums at once. Whereas I can have 7 more voices for my other synths. Or I could have 3 on one synth and 4 on another. And a drum machine. And then stereo samples as well. So it does stereo sampling, stereo resampling, stereo granular wavetable, all the stuff that the Mini was doing with stereo is in this as well. And then the Play Plus will also get the synth engines from the Tracker Plus. Or it already has the synth engines. It will get the Perk drum machine from the Tracker Plus, as well as a MIDI perform mode, MIDI and synth. The regular Play will get just MIDI perform, and the Play Plus will get MIDI and synth perform mode. And then the the regular Tracker will get 4 additional MIDI tracks this summer too. So we're updating everything we can. We're updating everything right now.
Amazing.
Yeah, and so for example, here's just the Perk drum machine on the Play. So it comes with a lot of kind of cool presets, but I'll keep that one. Oh yeah, and then we also have the compressor. So a lot of stuff. This is a prototype. It's all analog stereo compressor with stereo sidechain through. And then all the controls you would want, all the controls I want on a compressor, and then high pass and low pass filters on the sidechain, so you can really dial in your kind of compression levels. Like I can just isolate the kick really easily and get a quick pumping sound. And then I've got the Play going into the sidechain, stereo sidechain, and then the Tracker is going into the audio input. And I can get like a pumping sound really easily. Or I could do internal sidechain. It's just that's slamming the compressor right now, but I can use these filters to kind of pick and choose if I want to compress the high end, the low end, and I can do it on the entire mix at the end of chain too, so I can really dial in fine-tuned compression, fast, live, and easy.
Excellent. And is this the first hardware effect from Polyend?
Yes.
Yeah,
it
right.
is, yeah. So it's it's the first thing we've done. But yeah, I really want to show off the Perk again. And this is, so it's got, let's see, we'll go to Perk. So like C5 is a kick, then D is a drum, as a snare. Then you have your hi-hats. I'm gonna load a different patch. And then you have a cymbal, and this is a percussion that could be like cowbell, shakers, all kinds of different things. But they're really punchy. I think it sounds like just really good.
It's really
drums.
punchy. It's really urban, so kind of beats.
Yeah, there's so if I go into the patch editor, for example, there's a new way to, we've kind of refined the patch editor here, where like I can quickly access all the parameters with these buttons, test them out over here, and like I've got the kick, tom, I can see all the different things I can control. The toms are like pitched. I mean, you can pitch anything. You can pitch the kick, but in the editor, the toms are going to be, if you play like anything outside the range of C5 to B5, you'll get a pitch tom. So like, and then this is not a fun tom. But like there's so many different options you can do for like, you can get like weird glitchy stuff, and then you can really dial in like all the like, and then I could take the kick and like I'm just gonna make something better, or like maybe I want like a glitchy thing, and then let's see. That's okay. And then, you know, I could pitch it. All these parameters can be controlled by multi-macros. So M1, M2, these are the macros that I can control this. So like if I want to change the pitch, this one's called movement. It's mostly controlling the decay of the sound. But like if I want to change the pitch, I could just add it. So you'll see all these different parameters you can control. So you can get super tweaky, or you can use the presets because they sound good. So like, let's see. And then I could sequence this stuff too. I'm gonna load a weirder patch that's kind of mild. Let's try this one. And I can have laser toms or whatever, I don't know.
Can you record those motions within the sequence?
Yeah, so the way it works on the synth side, the synth and MIDI side, is pretty cool because although there's only 2 effect slots per, like I'll add let's add like a kick. I don't know, it's real crazy. It might not sound good, but yeah. And then, so I get 5 drum voices, and I'll just. Okay, and then I'll add just some hi-hats. And then I could start to sequence those effects, those macros that I had on here. So like, they're right here, and I can say macro 1. Oh, that's the perk type, it's not gonna do much. But then I can also sequence over here. I could just add, it's a little crazy, so I'll stop it. I could add like synth 1, and I could sequence all this stuff in a different, spot. So I could go, you know, and like, let's go to C. And I have no idea what this is gonna sound like, but whatever. Maybe it sounds good, maybe not.
I'm sure it sounds good. Everything sounded good so far.
This is a lot of automation, so maybe, but we'll just try it.
Let's see.
Because why not? I don't know. I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's good.
And then, I still have 7 synth voices that I could, like... And I've got... Let's try that again. And I can play chords here. I could sequence all that stuff and go on forever. But yeah, that's the general idea. And then I still haven't even gotten into stereo samples. I can also just like resample this whole drum kit. And like then I could load that into the sample player and play it back, like beat slice it. Or there's tons of stuff you can do with it. It's like, I don't know. It's just so fun.
Yeah. And is everything here available now, or when will they be available?
Available, shipping now. These updates are coming this summer. Don't have exact dates, but they'll be ready relatively soon. I'm sorry, because it's probably just going to drive people crazy that have it, because I don't know when, sometime this summer. This will be available early fall, probably.
Great. Well, thank you very much for showing us, Mitch. Really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.